Listen, I'm going to need you guys to stop losing your real jobs over this fake TikTok. Because I've seen at least 5 videos this week of people coming to social media saying, oh, my job fired me over a TikTok video. What the hell are you doing on TikTok? At work, with a work badge, talking about work, cussing, racist shit. I mean, come on, y'all. I'm beginning to think this is a mental illness.
I'm an Uber driver, and I just had this young lady get out of my car, and I figured I needed to pass this information on. I just picked her up from Chick-fil-A, and it was her first day, and she was super excited. She had been looking for a job. She really wanted to work there. She was younger, and but she got in the car and it looked like she had been crying. And you know, I don't want to pry. Like, if you want to talk about it, you can, but you know, I'm just trying to take you where you got to go, right? So she was like, yeah, today was my first day, and they let me go. And I was just like, okay. Did they give you a reason? Because I used to work in HR for years, and I used to be a recruiter, so I was just, you know, wondering, you know. And she was black, so I was just like, hey, you know, what was the reason? And she was just like, well, when I got there, they pulled me into the office, and it was the manager and it was the GM or whatever, like, at that location. And she was like, they were like, are you aware of this particular company's values?
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys pulling up today. We got to talk about this, man. This is something that has been transpiring for quite some time. There is so many people, a plethora of people that have lost their jobs from something that they have posted online, whether it was recently or something they posted in the past prior to obtaining a position. People got to understand, I'm like this lady. I worked in HR. I was a headhunter, recruiter for 15 years. That was my career. That's what I did. When people get hired, one of the first things they do, and actually before you hire them, they scour the internet. They want to see what your social media imprint looks like, because they don't want to hire people that is going to make them look bad. They don't. Now, this young lady here, you definitely can't do what she says. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
And she was just like, yeah. I'm like, you're a Christian organization? He was like, it's not about being a Christian organization. We're talking about, like, the character, morals, integrity, things like that. We're just talking about as a business standpoint, not necessarily a Christian business or, you know, organization. So she was just like, well, yeah. And he was just like, well, we wanted to show you this. Pulled his phone out and showed her own video. That was, I don't know if it was on Instagram or TikTok. And in the video, she was going on a rant and a rave about how she hated white people. I just let her finish. And she was just like, yeah. And it was like, well, unfortunately, you know, this doesn't line up with our core beliefs and values here at, you know, at Chick-fil-A, but this won't light up with any organization or company. No employer is going to be okay with an employee doing this.
Absolutely. It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's 2026. Why are you out here talking about you hate anybody that you don't know, especially one group of people? I mean, that's so ridiculous in this day and age. Like, come on, man. But even if you do feel that way, let's just, you know, play the devil's advocate real quick. If you feel that way, you don't put it online, and you definitely don't go and try to work for people that you say you don't like. I mean, people like that sound like they need their own businesses. And even then, what, are you only going to do business with, what, 13 to 25% of the population? I don't understand these people, man, when they get out here and spew this hateful rhetoric and then have the nerve to be surprised when folks say, yeah, we don't want to work with that.
Openly, you would be a representation of us. He was like, you already know. And it was a younger guy. He was like, you already know. As soon as somebody is racist out there, cancel culture goes straight for their job. and they'll go and tell their job this, that, and whatever, and we just want to get ahead of that right now, because if somebody sees you or can put two and two together, they literally can come harassing us and kind of letting us know about you, and we don't agree with that.
Yeah.
And they were like, hand in, bring your uniform back in and give us your badge, whatever. Woo. And so I went to go pick her up, and I told that young lady, I said, you have to be very careful what you do and what you say, period. There's a whole bunch of people out here that are hateful and racist and this, whatever, but he's absolutely right. People are so quick to cancel other people and call their job nurses, doctors, police officers. We catch them doing something out of pocket, we going straight for the jugular. They're attacking their livelihood. And he had every right to get ahead of that and be like, yeah, nah, you don't line up. And I love how he separated the Christian values just away from just integrity and morals and character and things like that, right? And I was just like, you can't do that. I'm like, I used to work in HR for the longest. Like, if we get wind of that, honey, we will let you go.
Immediately.
Most states are at-will states. They don't owe you anything. You didn't even start yet. You didn't even clock in. Yeah. Like, when did you post that video? And she was just like, well, I posted it a couple days ago. So you posted it after you got... Why are you even saying that stuff openly and out loud like that? Like, I'm like, well, you just lost a job. She was like, I really needed that job. You should have thought about that before you just went on a racist rant on the internet. The internet is forever.
Yes.
And the moral of the story is this: be careful what you do and say, and especially what you voluntarily post on the internet. How you mad because they let you go because you just made a blanket statement that you hate white people? Now, if it was a white person saying that, oh, you'd be just up in arms and he's a racist and he's a this and this and this and all this. You can't put those statements out there and think that you finna work for the same people you say you hate. All right, I'm done. That's it.
No, she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right there. And that's the thing that boggles my mind. You'll get these people out here that they will sit here and say, and they'll get on TikTok and say, oh, no, we don't, they'll do that type of stupidness and then turn around and want to work with these people or want to be promoted by these folks or want a reparation check or, feel like they are owed something from these folks. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but people are going to learn. I'm here to let you know that when you are in the running for an opportunity, and once you've taken the job, there are companies out there that they will just do random periodic checks of what you have going on social media. They'll do it. I know when I was working in corporate America, I posted very little. Now, today, obviously, a completely different situation. But, during that time frame, I'm like, I guarded my livelihood like it was nobody's business because I've been the number one or the primary breadwinner in my family. I have to get it and I got to take care of my folks. So I can't have a social media post. I can't have, silly rumors or something like that going on around the office. I couldn't afford to do that. So much so that I wouldn't even do the happy hours and all that other kind of jazz. I wouldn't do that either because I don't want anything to get misconstrued. You get to sipping, you say something that's out of pocket and you thinking you're out of work. And no, you don't do it. You do not do it, man. And one of these days, these youngins are going to learn everything isn't for public consumption. You don't have to put all your feelings, all your business out there on the internet. People are using TikTok, X, and Insta as online diaries. And they can't understand why they're losing opportunities or why people are judging them. You put your information out there, for all of us to see. We're going to judge you. There's going to be people like myself and others that are going to do videos on your foolishness. It's just a game. So my suggestion to young people and older folks alike, keep your business off social media. If you're not working, keep your business off social media. Don't be out there telling everybody, every thought that runs through your mind. If you've been sipping a little bit, You know, if you are inebriated a little bit, hey, don't turn a camera on and start going. Ain't no telling what you'll say. Don't do it, because I'm telling you, the internet is forever. Once it's out there, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts on it? Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, it can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. Then the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.